barely get a schedule.
Yeah. Good. I'll cop here now.
No rush. You can take as long as you need. I've already got them in the computer. So,
Oh.
in fact, you can take them with you.
Well, we right on here. Even if the breeze is blowing. Gee, had nice weather so far for this.
Well, it was cold last week. Last Tuesday it was 37 degrees out here.
Was that all it was on Tuesday? God, I sat down there, I had a winter coat on, but it was nice under the breeze. The sun was shining right
Now
on
the
me.
clouds roll in, the wind started blowing, it got down to 37. It was miserable.
Yeah, I heard the second game where you got miserable.
Do you mind if I set a camera up here?
Not at all. You can probably drop it right in here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, actually, I would put it right in here.
Right in here.
Yeah, the girl's going to be over there
Yep.
with game changer and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So that would probably work better.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Unless, of course, they decide to do it from the dugout. But in case they don't, that's a better angle. Well,
Bob,
then
right here?
again, you got to look through the screen. You may want to go over there.
Can I go down one
Yeah.
more? Okay,
You may
thank
wanna
you very
go over
much.
there.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Swear, nowadays, Ha ha ha! There's a camera everywhere. There's a camera on everything. You could be in the middle of the Sahara Desert all by yourself and there'd be a camera on you. And with all the cameras we have in the world today, no one has still been able to take for me a convincing picture or video that can convince me that there is alien life out there somewhere. Could you imagine that?
I don't know what it takes to convince me. Where's this guy from, I wonder?
What?
I wonder where this guy's from.
Who?
The guy that's all up here with the camera.
I guess from Thompson.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering if
That's who we're playing.
yeah.
Well, I hope the sun goes back up.
Yeah. We are close.
We are expecting some rain tomorrow, thankfully.
Yeah, we need it pretty bad.
Okay.
Hello. Just grab the keys.
Thank you very much, Brian James, and welcome fans and friends to Park River. We're at the Legion Field, and it is the Aggies taking on the Thompson Tommies this afternoon.
Okay.
As the Aggies, their first of 2 games at home this week, coming back here on Friday to play Grafton. We'll have that for you as well here on Expo Radio and Expo FM. But a tough opponent for the Aggies. Thompson playing very well to start the season, although both coaches, as I talked to them before the game, would like their teams to be swinging the bats a little bit better. But of course, that is a product of early season baseball. It takes hitting a little while to catch up to pitching, and we've been seeing that in the early part of this season. The Aggies will start Isaac Porter on the hill, and it'll be Braden Wolfgram getting the start for Thompson when we get back. Our starting lineups brought to you by the Don Swartz Insurance Agency, 710 Hill Avenue in Grafton. The starting 10s for both teams coming up on Expo and Expo FM. Okay, we are underway. I didn't know if you were going to be in here or not.
I'm not.
You're not? Are you going to be downstairs?
Yeah, I just have to shut the music off.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Hey, is this gonna be on the radio, you know? Yep.
1340 KXPO.
Oh, my wife will be so happy.
And also streaming online, WalshCountyDailyNews.com.
Okay, 1340
KXPO.
Walsh County Daily News.
.com. You got it.
I'm gonna call her right now, so I might ask you again.
Okay. Why am I wearing this? I don't know. And a grand afternoon here in Park River at Legion Field. Sean Ford on Expo Radio and Expo FM. The sun out for the moment, but it's sneaking in behind an occasional cloud here or there, which tends to cool things down. But game time temperature will be right about 60 degrees as we get set for the Aggies and the Thompson Tommies. Let's have the starting lineups brought to you by the Don Swartz Insurance Agency and a brand new dig, 710 Hill Avenue in Grafton. Getting a new vehicle? Well, go see Don about auto insurance like I did a couple weeks ago. He's sure to be able to help you out. And if you're ready to insure your golf cart, talk to Don about that too. He's an expert on all things golf. That's the Don Swartz Insurance Agency, 710 Hill Avenue in Grafton. Our starting lineups first for the visiting Thompson Tommies. Leading off at shortstop is Tom Schumacher. Drew Overby, the second baseman, bats second. Braden Wolfgram will pitch and bat third. Will Welke will catch and bat cleanup. John Muse, the left fielder, bats fifth. Brody Gibson in center field bats sixth. Isaac Beelan, the DH, bats seventh. Jordan Gustafson in right field bats eighth. Braden Tykes at third base batting ninth. And playing over at first base will be Drew Odenbach. Nate Salas, the head coach of the Thompson Tommies. For the Aggies, Tucker Rumdahl leads off at shortstop. Trace Anderson at third base bats second. Carter Tromgruben will catch and bat third. Drew Zickman, the left fielder, bats cleanup. Connor Hurt in center field bats fifth. Jake Solsing, the right fielder, bats sixth. Calvin Otto at first base bats seventh. Isaac Porter will pitch and bat eighth. Aiden Rost at second base batting ninth. So no DH for the Aggies in this one. So it is the Aggies and the Thompson Tommies, both teams wearing black tops today. The Aggies in their black tops with gold and white trim, white home pants. Thompson in their black tops with hunted green and white trim, and they're in their road gray pants today. Aggies waiting to take the field. As they do, we will be back. Our first pitch sponsored today by Polar Communications. Back with our first pitch coming up next on Expo and Expo FM. All right, let's play some baseball. And back in Park River, Isaac Porter takes the mound for the Park River area Aggies. The tall right-hander will face Tom Schumacher, Drew Overby, and Braden Wolf in the top three in the order here in the top of the first inning. The defense surrounding Isaac Porter in the outfield, left to right, Drew Zickman in left, Connor Hurt in center, Jake Solsing in right. Around the horn on the infield, Trace Anderson at third, Tucker Rumdahl at short, Aiden Rost at second, Calvin Otto at first. The battery, Carter Troftgruben behind the dish, and Isaac Porter on the mound. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. Game time temperature will be about 61 degrees as we get set to get things started. And leading things off, the very talented right-handed batting shortstop, Tom Schumacher. Pretty good basketball player too. Right-handed bat against Isaac Porter. Our first pitch brought to you by Polar Communications is a fastball in there for a strike, 0-1, and we are underway at precisely 4:30. Aggie outfield straight away, fairly deep. That pitch missed away to the righty, and the count down 1-1. We do have some Major League Baseball going on this afternoon. We'll update you on the scores. Pitch in there for a strike, and the count now 1-2 to Schumacher. Schumacher is yet to offer to pitch. Porter into the wind. The 1-2 missed away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We do have a game going on at Fenway Park, and it is over now. Baltimore beat the Red Sox today 7-1. Pitch outside, and the count full now to Schumacher. Dodgers and the Twins get underway at 6:40. Payoff pitch, swung on, and a little flare out into left center field. That drops for a base hit. Over quickly to scoop it up is Connor Hurt, and Schumacher is on with the leadoff single. Just got that one off the fist and pushed it right out into the left center field gap. And Tom Schumacher is on. Had another game earlier today. The Tigers beat the Pirates 5-3 out in Pittsburgh. Everything else is later tonight. Pitch in there for a strike on the inside corner, 0-1 to Drew Overby, the right-handed batting second baseman. If anyone is interested in UEFA Champions League football today, the quarterfinals got underway. Out in Madrid, Real Madrid and Man City played to a 3-3 tie. Pitch inside for a ball. The count now 1-1. And at Emirates Stadium in North London, Arsenal and Bayern Munich played to a 2-2 draw. And they will play again one more match. Pitch sharp ground to second. Rost up with it quickly. Fires to short to Umdahl. One. His throw back to first, not in time. And a little bit off the bag anyway. So it goes as a fielder's choice for Overby, and 4-6, the put out at second base, one away, and that brings up Braden Wolfram. And the only reason I brought up the Champions League stuff is because I'm an Arsenal fan. So pitch on the way, swung on, and that one hit high, hard, and deep into right center field. It drops for a base hit. Hurt up with it, hitting the bag at second and racing over to third is Overby. And it's a long single for Braden Wolfram. And now runners at the corners with one man out. And that brings up Will Welke. Welke stands in, the right-handed batting catcher. So now the Aggies middle infield playing halfway as Welke stands in. Of course, there's always a pretty hot rivalry whenever Thompson comes up here, whether it's Park River or Grafton they're playing. Isaac Porter at the belt. Throw goes over to first and back safely is Braden Wolfram. They want to try to take away that double steal possibility, although the infield now is playing in, so either middle infielder would have a long run to get to second base on a throw over there. Porter's pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut there by Welke, came up empty, nothing to one the count to the Thompson catcher. Just underway, top of the first, Thompson threatening, 2 on, and one man out. And at the letters, Porter, breaking ball, that missed high. 1 ball and 1 strike to Welke. Even with the bag at third base, Trace Anderson. Middle infield again, playing actually as in as you can play. Pitch swing and a miss at the high fastball. And the count now 1-2 to Wilkie. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Playing very deep in left is Drew Zickman. A little bit of a gap opening in left center field. Pitch swung on, card foul, up and away to the right. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Overby at third, Wolfram at first. 1 man out, top of the first inning. Aggies trying to keep the Tommies off the board. Porter comes set. The 1-2 offering. Swung on and driven high and deep to left field. Going back, Zickman, and that one hits the base of the fence. On to score comes Overby. Wolfram racing around to score. It's a 2-run double, and Thompson are on the board. A 2-run double for Will Welke. And Thompson have 2 here in the top of the first inning, and that one was well struck. If the wind had not been blowing in for center field, that might have gotten out. It hit right at the base of the fence in left center. So John Muse stands in. Pitch breaking ball high and tight, 1-0 to Muse. Well, Nate Solis said the team was hitting well, not as well as he would have liked, but you could have fooled me about what we've seen so far. Pitch is high and the count 2-0 to John Muse. Welke getting his lead at second. The pitch swung on, and that one's card foul up and away to the right. So 2 balls and 1 strike to John Muse, the right-handed batting left fielder. Fans starting to make their way to the park. We've got some folks over there on Aggie Ridge down the first base line. The pitch swung on, chopped foul down the third base line, count 2-2. See a lawn chair set up on Visitors Ridge up the third base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Porter's pitch. Fastball is high, and the count full, 3-2. Welke at second, Hayden Ross keeping him close over there. And the payoff pitch. In there for strike 3. Fastball right down Highway 17, and Hughes heads back to the dugout with kaleidoscope eyes. 2 men out now. And it brings up the center fielder, right-handed batting Brody Gibson. I spent half of last year calling Brody Brady because I read the lineup card wrong. Pitching their first strike and the count 0-1 to Wilson. To Gibson, pardon me. Now I'm calling him Wilson. Order comes set. Checks Welke at second. The pitch on the way. Fastball. That one's lifted in the air into left field. Playable for Drew Zickman, and he anders in and puts it away to retire the side. But the damage done. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. At the end of a half, it is Thompson 2, and the Aggies coming up on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. Back to the bottom of the first. High school baseball from Park River on Expo Radio and Expo FM. And we head to the bottom half of the first inning here in Park River. Nate Salas before the game was bemoaning the fact that his Thompson offense had been getting off to slow starts in games. He said they'd go for 3 innings with absolutely nothing at all, and then boom. Well, the boom happened in the top of the first. 2 runs for the Tommies in the top half, and now the Aggies will try to answer. Tucker Umdahl facing the righty Braden Wolfram, and he takes a strike, and the count 0-1. 2-0 Thompson. We're in the bottom of the first. Wolfram kicks and the pitch. Fastball swung on, sliced foul down the right field line. And the count 0-2. Wolfram, the defense around him. John Muse in left. Brody Gibson in center. Jordan Gustafson is in right. Will run around the infield after the 0-2 pitch. Curveball swung on and missed, and down goes Umdahl, 1 away. Nice curveball there from Braden Wolfram. Around the horn on the infield, Braden Tice at third, Tom Schumacher at short, Drew Overby is at second, Drew Odenbach at first, and the battery Will Welke catching Braden Wolfram. Pitch, fastball in the outside corner, 0-1 to Trace Anderson, who's at third base today. He's done some catching duties for the Aggies, at least at the start of the season. The 0-1 pitch on the out, nope, missed outside. The count now 1-1. That looked pretty good. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trace Anderson. Braden Wolfram does not waste any time. Pitch missed on the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. He gets the ball and he wants to go right to work. The righty checks the laces. Here's the pitch. Fastball that caught the outside corner and the count 2-2. Waiting on deck, Carter Trothgruben. 2-2 offering to Anderson. Spins inside and the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still some bright sun shining down here on Legion Field in Park River. The pitch on the inside corner, strike 3. And a strikeout swinging and a strikeout looking. 2 down for Carter Trothgruben. We are expecting some rain tomorrow, so, and I know we do need the rain. It is still very dry, but the timing is good. We won't have to deal with that. No baseball scheduled for tomorrow. Pitch, swing and a miss. And the count 0-1. Carter Trougruben, the right-handed batting catcher, had been DHing and has now found his, I think, proper home behind the plate. The 0-1 pitch swung on, and that one is lifted in the air to shallow right. Quickly over to make the play is Jordan Gustafson to retire the side. So the Aggies go without incident in the first, and we go to the top of the second. Thompson 2 and the Aggies nothing on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. High school baseball from Park River on Expo and Expo FM. Woo-hoo! Is it Beeland? Isaac Beeland?
Beeland, yep.
Beeland?
Beeland, yep.
I just wanted to make sure.
Sure.
None of the names were really that tough.
Sure.
I wanted to make sure I got that
Yep.
right. And we are back here in the top of the second inning. A 2-ball, no strike count now to Isaac Beeland, the number 7 batter, the DH for Thompson. He'll be followed by Jordan Gustafson and Braden Tice. Bounding ball towards short. Umdahl charges, grabs it, and guns over to Otto for out number 1. 6-3 if you're scoring at home, and that brings up the right fielder, Jordan Gustafson. The Aggies continue this homestand Friday. They will play a very important region game against the Grafton Spoilers. First pitch will be at 4:30, our pregame at 4:20. It'll be the first time we've seen the Spoilers this year. Amazing that I should be saying that. And then we have an equipment problem for the umpire. So a timeout here on the field. Aggies trail 2-0. 3 hits by Thompson in the top half of the first inning, including a 2-run double by Will Welke. And then a pitch to Gustafson on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 to the right-handed batting right fielder. Trace Anderson back a bit at third. Tucker Umdahl deep in the hole at short. Porter looks in, and the 0-1 coming. Fastball bounded towards second. Aiden Rost on the second hop. Checks the label. Throws to Otto. 2 men out. 2 up, 2 down here in the Thompson second. Brings up Braden Tice, the third baseman. No lefties in this Thompson lineup. Tice taps the plate and waits. And Isaac Porter into the line. The pitch, swing and miss. The high fastball, 0-1. Don't see any of the bleacher creatures out there beyond the right field fence yet, but they will arrive. The 0-1. That one's in there. Strike 2 on the inside corner. Tice takes that one. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Porter kicks and delivers. Swung on and missed at the breaking ball, strike 3. And the Tommies go without incident in the second. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It is Thompson 2, the Aggies nothing on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. High school baseball from Park River on Expo and Expo FM. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. Ugh. Wow, these guys aren't wasting any time, are they?
Yeah.
And so already set for the bottom of the second inning. These teams aren't wasting any time at all. As we get started here, leading it off is Andrew Zickman against Braden Wolfram. The pitch on the way from the righty. Swung on, shot right back through the middle, a base hit. Just to the right of the second base bag. And the Aggies have their first hit of the afternoon. So Zickman on with a leadoff single, and that brings up Connor Hurt, the center fielder. He'll be followed by Jake Solsing. It's 4, 5, and 6 for the Aggies. Here in the bottom half of the second, Thompson with a 2-0 lead. Middle infield, a double play death for the Tommies. And squaring to bunt is Connor Hurt, and he pops it foul back to the screen, 0-1 count. Charging in from third, Braden Tice that time. No balls and 1 strike. And again, Connor Hurt going to the wristband to check the play call. Wolfram comes set. Not showing any sign of bunt this time is Connor. They throw to first and back safely. With a bit of an awkward dive is Drew Zickman. Of course, Drew Zickman missed much of the basketball season with a foot injury. It took him a while to recover from that. Good to see him back in the lineup. He's got a good lead at first. The pitch inside corner for a strike, and the count now 0-2 to Connor Hurt. So both pitchers keeping the ball around the strike zone. Wolfgram checks first. And the pitch. Swung on, slapped towards second. Grabbed over there by Overby to Schumacher. One on to first to Odenbach. And they say it pulled Odenbach off the bag. The runner is out at second. So it's going to go as a fielder's choice, and it will go 4-6 on the force at second base. And Connor Hurt replaces Drew Zickman over at first, 1 man out. And it brings up Jake Solsing. The throw was a little high. And Nate Solis now coming out to talk with a home plate umpire. He didn't feel like Odenbach got pulled off the bag, and it didn't look to me like he did either. But the home plate umpire disagrees. Nate Solis's protestations are not very long. 1 man out, and the batter is Jake Solsing, the right-hand batting right fielder. Wolfgram at the letters. The pitch swung on and popped up, but this could be trouble. Very shallow left, and it dunks in between a triangle of black jerseys, and that's a Texas League single for Jake Solsing. It puts runners on first and second. Right off the fist of the bat, and it just dropped over the head of the shortstop, Tom Schumacher, and in between Brody Gibson and John Muse. So now the Aggies have the tying runs on with 1 man out in the bottom of the second, brings up Calvin Otto. Pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen, 0-1 to Otto. Now a timeout call. Will Welke wants to talk with Braden Wolfram. The outfield not very deep for Thompson. In fact, the right fielder Jordan Gustafson might be able to make a throw to first base on a ground ball out there. Otto waits. Braden Wolfram looking in, checks second now. A long look back there. The pitch, swing and a miss, and a count down. 0-2 to Calvin Otto. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 man out, 2 on here in the Aggies' second inning. 2-0 Thompson. Wolfram checks second, a long look over there, and the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. Good inside fastball, tied up Otto. 2 men out, it brings up Isaac Porter. Porter can help his own cause here. Tying runs at first and second, 2 men out. Wolfram nods into Welke and comes set. Checking Hurt at second base and a bluff throw. Nobody's even covering, and now Drew Overby talking with Tom Schumacher. Who's supposed to cover here? Now Overby moves in. Pitch in there for a strike. He's moved into double play depth now at second base. No balls and one strike to Isaac Porter. Wolfram comes set. Pitch, swing and a miss, and the count 0-2. Wolfram. Braden has thrown 10 pitches in the inning, all for strikes. He comes set. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, 11 for strikes, and that ends the inning. The Aggies get 2 hits and leave 2. And we go to the top of the third. Thompson 2, and the Aggies nothing on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. High school baseball from Park River on Expo and Expo FM. This is going to take a little extra time. Oh, supposed to be in the 70s this weekend.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
Our golf course is opening up
Is
Thursday.
it?
Yeah.
Which day?
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, gotcha. I think they opened them up in Forks this weekend.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. We got prom on Saturday in Thompson, so that's supposed to be a good day for that.
Well, that'll be a nice one for sure.
Yeah. Last year at this time, didn't we get that big snowstorm?
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
I think we did.
15 inches in
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. But then again, we got that snowstorm, and then a week later, I was shoveling that week, and then 2 weeks later, I was mowing my lawn. I know, couldn't figure that one out.
Yeah.
And back in Park River, pitch low and away to Tom Schumacher. 1 ball and no strikes. Top of the third, Thompson 2, and the Aggies nothing on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. Porter's pitch to Schumacher, swings, pops it foul wide at first. Coming over for a look is Calado. It drops in the bullpen. And the count 1-1. Tom Schumacher led off the game with a base hit, was forced at second. It's 1 for 1 in the game. Followed by Drew Overby and Braden Wolfgram. Porter's 1-1 pitch, very high. Tried the curveball, didn't really curve. 2 balls and 1 strike to Schumacher. And that fastball high, 3-1 to Schumacher. Schumacher saw the right arm up, thought the umpire called a strike, and the 3-1 pitch. That is a strike, and the count 3-2. So a full count to Tom Schumacher. Porter, a long look in, and the righty fires that time, ball 4. First walk issued by either pitcher in the game. And that brings up Drew Overby. Overby reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first inning. 2-0 Thompson. 3 hits for the Tommies, 2 for the Aggies. Middle infield, the double play depth for Park River. And at the belt, Isaac Porter squaring to bunt. The curveball caught him by surprise. Drew bailed out of there, and the count 1-0 to Overby. Trace Anderson in on the green at third. Can't actually call it grass because it's not, but it is green. Porter checks first. Schumacher with pretty good speed gets his lead. The pitch swung on, and that one, he's popped down the right field line. Coming over is the second baseman, Aiden Ross, who makes a nice catch in foul territory for the first out. Nice play by Ross, ranging far to his left to make that catch. 1 down, and it brings up Braden Wolfgram. Wolfgram singled in the first inning. He also scored a run. Schumacher with a lead over at first, and Schumacher takes off. The pitch is a strike thrown out to second. They got him. 2-6 on the throw out. Nice throw there by Cutter Trough-Gruben, and the count 0-1 to Wolfgram. So the Con stealing goes 2-6, and now 2 Tommies out, and a 0-1 count to Braden Wolfgram. Porter didn't know if he should pitch or not. Fortunately, nobody was on base. That would have been a balk. The 0-1 missed low and away, and the count now 1-1 to Wolfgram. Not much of a wind to speak of, and what wind there is blowing in from center field. Swung on, slapped to the right side, past the dodge of Otto and into right field. A base hit for Braden Wolfgram. So a 2-out single for the Tommies. Wolfgram now 2 for 2. And that brings up Will Welke. Welke smacked one to the base of the fence in left center field. A 2-run double in the first inning. And now Wolfgram coming out for a courtesy runner. Checking in for Thompson. I can't make out the last name. I can't read it. It's another Braden.
Braden Fall.
Braden Fall.
Fall.
That's right. Braden Fall. No shortage of Bradens on this Thompson club. So Fall in as a courtesy runner for the pitcher Braden Wolfgram. So we trade out one Braden for another. And Welke surveys the defense. Tucker Umdahl well back at short, deep in the hole back there. And a pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Ball skipped away from Trough-Gruben and trying to advance and getting in there on the wild pitch that time is Braden Wolfgram. No balls and 1 strike though to Welke. They call that a wild pitch. And again, as often happens on these artificial turf fields, the bases don't want to stay in place. That happens over at Kraft Field as well. And now the anchors on the bases, not always the best. 0-1 to Welke. And Porter at the letters. The pitch. Swung on and fouled to the Thompson dugout. 0-2 to Welke. Big pitch here for Isaac Porter. Thompson with a mini threat here in the top of the 3rd inning. They lead 2-0 on the Cooks and O'Brien scoreboard. Porter set, pitch to Welke, high and tight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Porter at the belt. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that retires the side. Thompson gets a hit, they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Thompson 2, and the Aggies 0 on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. High school baseball from Park River on Expo and Expo FM. This is going to take a little longer. Back in Park River, Sean Ford on Expo Radio and Expo FM. Friday afternoon, the Grafton Spoilers in town to take on the Park River Fordville Lankin Aggies. Game time for that, 4:30. Our pregame will be at 4:20. And you can hear that here on Expo Radio and Expo FM. Got a pretty busy week of baseball next week as well. And we'll be featuring just about everybody next week. Spoilers, Aggies, and Mustangs. Aiden Rost leads things off. 9-1-2 for the Aggies here in the bottom of the third against Braden Wolfgram. His pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Rost will be followed by Tucker Rumdahl and Trace Anderson as the Aggies get back to the top. Pitch missed away. 2 balls and no strikes to Aiden Rost. Thompson with a 2-0 lead. Pitch swung on, bounded to short. Schumacher stays down on it, fires over to the first baseman Drew Overbach for out number 1. It was 6-3. And back to the top we go. Tucker Rumdahl stands in. Rumdahl struck out in the first. Then a quick moving game, 32 minutes. But good pitching will do that to you. Good swing and a miss, and the count 0-1. Braden Wolfgram did not throw a ball in the second inning. 11 strikes. The 1 pitch missed away, and the count down 1-1. On the line, that pitch swung on, and that one shot down the right field line, and that is a foul ball. The home plate umpire calling it immediately. And the count 1-2. Rumdahl just went with that and pushed it down the right field line. And it's tough to see down that line. There's really no paint on the lines yet. 1-2 the count, and the pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, strike 3 for the second time. Tucker Rumdahl goes down on strikes. So 2 up, 2 down in the Aggie third, and that brings up Trace Anderson. Anderson struck out looking in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Pitch swung on, a weak roll to third, charging is Braden Tice, and he gets it across to Odenbach for the out. So the Aggies go quickly in the third, a 1-2-3 inning. We've played 3. Thompson 2, and the Aggies nothing on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. High school baseball from Park River on Expo and Expo FM. And we're just moving right along. These kind of games are so much preferable to call than games when they're throwing all over the place.
Changing pitchers, mound visits. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I can about imagine. Yeah, our pitchers work pretty quick.
Yeah, Braden doesn't like to keep his time, does he? When he gets that ball and goes.
He's ready to roll, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Isaac's pretty much the same.
Same way, yeah.
The good pitchers are. Usually the good pitchers are. They're very decisive. They know what they want to do.
Yeah.
So the ones that struggle tend to sit on the mound and wait 15, 20 seconds.
Think about it.
Yeah. And back here for the top of the fourth, John Muse swinging and missing at a first pitch curveball from Isaac Porter. 0-1 the count. That fastball is in there for a strike. As they say, Muse went around on that pitch. So 0-2 to John Muse. Porter's pitch, curveball, got him. The inside corner, strike 3. So good morning, good afternoon, good night. Muse goes back to the dugout, one away. Brody Gibson, center fielder, steps to the plate. He'll be followed by Isaac Beeland. It's 5, 6, and 7 for Thompson here in the fourth inning. They lead the Aggies 2-0. All the runs scored in the first inning. Pitch swung on, fouled straight back, 0-1 to Brody Gibson. Gibson flew out to left his last time up. Sean Ford here in Park River, where it has clouded, the clouds have shrouded the sun for a little bit. Pitch swung on, slapped hard and foul wide of third. And the count quickly 0-2 to Brody Gibson. When the sun is gone, it does get a little bit chilly. You can still see some folks with hoodies on out there. Pitch curveball didn't curve, a little high and tight. The count 1-2 to Gibson. And from the wind, Porter's pitch, high fastball, too high, the count 2-2. Thompson getting both their runs in the first on 3 hits, including a 2-run double by Will Welke. 2-2 pitch, fastball swung on and popped up. Shallow right, Aiden Ross going back, and now coming over is Tucker Rumdahl to call off the second baseman and make the catch. Didn't look to me like Aiden had a track on where the ball was. Tucker found it early and called Ross off to make the play. So 2 down, and it brings up Isaac Beelan. Beelan, the DH, grounded out to Tucker Rumdahl, his only time up. Porter kicks and the pitch. In there for a strike, right down Highway 17, nothing in 1 the count. The ridges on either side are beginning to fill up. Aggie Ridge has a couple of more people on it now. Pitch swung on and that one's popped up. Right side of the mound, Isaac Porter now is under it. He makes the catch himself to retire the side. So a quick 1-2-3 inning in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Thompson 2 and the Aggies nothing on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. You are listening to high school baseball from Park River on Expo and Expo FM. Yeehaw. And we head into the top half of the fifth inning. It is Aggies trailing 2-0 to the Thompson Tommies, and Braden Wolfgram facing Carter Trough-Grubin. Missed away with his first pitch, 0-1. Check that, 1-0. That pitch missed outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Trough-Grubin. Carter will be followed by Andrew Zickman and Connor Hurt, 3, 4, and 5 for the Aggies in the fourth. Pitch swung on, foul tipped into the mitt. Count quickly 2-1. Carter flew out to right his last time up. I say quickly 2-1. Everything with Braden Wolfgram is quickly. From the line, the 2-1 coming. That got the outside corner, and the count down 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schumacher about halfway at short. The pitch on the outside corner struck him out. So Trough-Grubin goes down, 1 away. That brings up Drew Zickman. For Braden Wolfgram, that is his 6th strikeout of the game. Zickman singled and was forced at second base in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. 2-0 Thompson. Already to the bottom of the fourth. Pitch, swing and a miss, count 0-1. This game is 40 minutes old, which means it's taken about 10 minutes per inning to this point. These are the kind of games you just love. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and a count 0-2. When a pitcher is keeping the ball around the strike zone, the hitters start to assume that's what they're going to do, and they start chasing the bad pitches. And that's what happened to Drew there. No balls and 2 strikes to Zickman. And the 0-2 coming. Got him on the outside corner. Beautiful fastball. 2 men out. 7 strikeouts for Wolfgram, and that brings up Connor Hurt. Burt reached on a fielder's choice. This is not a bad hitting Aggies team that Braden Wolfgram is setting down. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1 to the only left-handed batter in either lineup, Connor Hurt. The 0-1 pitch, that missed away, and the count now 1-1. I think Braden Wolfgram wanted to see just how far out he could go and get away with it. That one missed away, and the count 2-1. The on-deck batter is Jake Solsing. Wolfram pitching quickly. Here it comes. He missed high and away again. Ball tailing away to the left-handed batter. So the count 3-1. Wolfram, who has not walked anybody today, is in danger of doing just that now. That pitch swung on and fouled back. So we get a full count. Wolfram rubs up the new baseball, toes the rubber, and gets ready to work. Full count, here it comes. That one swung on and missed, strike 3. And the Aggies go in order as Wolfram strikes out the side. We've played 4 here in Park River. Thompson 2 and the Aggies nothing on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. More high school baseball next on Expo and Expo FM. And back at Legion Field in Park River, it is, well, they call it the Legion Field in Park River because that's where the Legion team plays during the summer. Aggies trailing 2-0. Top of the 5th inning, 8-9-1 for Thompson. Jordan Gustafson leads us off. And a pitch from Isaac Porter, swinging a miss at an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Gustafson will be followed by Braden Tice and Tom Schumacher. Gustafson grounded out to second his last time up, takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Gustafson opens up his stance, the pitch. Swung on and missed, struck him out. For Isaac Porter, that's strikeout number 5. One man out brings up Braden Tice. 8 strikeouts for Braden Wolfram, 5 for Isaac Porter. Tice stands in, and the pitch from Porter, swing and a miss, and a count, 0-1. Braden Tice struck out in the second. The 0-1 pitch, missed low and away, and the count now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch, curveball on the inside corner. Nice pitch there by Porter. Sunshine back out over the ballpark here in Park River. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, struck him out. So, Tom Schumacher stands in with 2 men out. Schumacher singled and walked. He was forced out at second in the first inning and caught trying to steal in the third inning. Pitch hits him. Wow. So after striking out 2, Schumacher got hit by a pitch, and he apologizes to Schumacher for losing that one. That one tailed in on the right-handed batter. Tom caught that one high in the back. Looks like he's okay. 2 out and a man on brings up Drew Overby. Overby reached on a fielder's choice and popped to second. Pitch. Curveball missed high and in. Count 1-0. Thompson with a 2-0 lead. We're in the top half of the 5th inning. Porter at the belt. The pitch. in there for a strike. Letter high fastball, and the count now 1-1. Middle infield, a double play death for the Aggies, although they don't need to be with 2 men out. Pitch swung on and bounded right back to Porter, who grabbed it with his bare hand and throws it to Calado for the out. And Porter may get scolded when he gets back to the dugout for that. 1 man left on for Thompson in the 5th. It's stretch time here in Park River. Thompson 2 and the Aggies nothing. High school baseball from Park River on Expo and Expo FM. Managers are not happy when pitchers do that. They really aren't.
Yeah, right.
And we're back here in Park River, bottom half of the 5th inning. It is Thompson 2 and the Aggies nothing. Jake Solsing, Calvin Otto, Isaac Porter, 6, 7, and 8 to face Braden Wolfgram. And the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to Solsing. Solsing single in the 2nd inning. A little dunk single in the left center field. That pitch is low for a ball. Count down 1-1. The one thing that's also speeding up this game, these teams are taking about 1 minute between innings to get things going again. Normally it's about 2 minutes. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 1-2 to Solsing, but primarily it's pretty solid pitching by both Braden Wolfgram and Isaac Porter. The 1-2 on the way, swung on, and that one is fouled up and away to the right, out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Calvin Otto, the first baseman, waiting on deck. Back at third is Braden Tice. Pitch low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tom Schumacher playing about 3/4 over at short. John Muse not very deep at all in left. Curveball got him on the inside corner. Strike 3. Strikeout number 9 for Braden Wolfgram. 1 man out, and it brings up Cal Otto. Otto struck out in the 2nd inning. Braden Wolfgram dealing a lot of kings in this game. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, foul back. 0-1 the count. Again, Wolfgram gets that first pitch strike. The balls and 1 strike. And again, bright sunshine has returned. Pitch swung on, that one lined to left and through for a base hit. So Cal Otto picks up the Aggies' 3rd hit of the game, and it brings up Isaac Porter. Porter struck out in the 2nd inning. Two 2-0 Thompson. We're already in the bottom of the 5th. This game is 50 minutes old. Throw goes over to first, and diving back safely is Cal Otto. So now Schumacher and Drew Overby a double play depth at short and 2nd. Pitch swing and a miss on an inside fastball. That really tied Isaac up. 0-1 the count to him. The ball's 1 strike. Wolfgram comes set. The pitch. Low for a ball. Good block back there by Welke. 1 ball and 1 strike to Isaac Porter. Grass still looking very brown out there in the outfield. Pitch swung on, bounding ball left side. Grabbed by the 3rd baseman, Tice. He goes to 2nd to get the out there. It's a fielder's choice. And the force at 2nd goes 5-4. So 2 men out, and that brings up Aiden Ross. Ross grounded to short in the 3rd inning. That was a pretty slowly hit ball there by Isaac Porter. The only play Tice really had was to go to 2nd base. Wolfgram checks Porter at first. Pitch inside is in there for a strike, and the count nothing at all. And Aiden Ross did not agree with that call at all. Wolfram set and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2 to Ross. Aiden grounded out to Schumacher, his only time up. No balls, 2 strikes. Wolfgram a long set, the pitch. Swung on and missed, struck him out. Strikeout number 10 for Wolfgram. The Aggies get a hit and leave 1. We go to the top of the 6th. It is Thompson 2, Aggies nothing on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. You're listening to high school baseball from Park River on Expo Radio and Expo FM. Yeehaw. And this is my kind of game.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, when I'm not doing games and I can get home early enough, I do a stream on Twitch every night. So.
Oh, yeah, okay. Nice. So, yeah, you should be done early today.
I'm hoping. I am hoping.
So these guys will be right in the mix for up in this region, won't they? Them in Grafton and probably Langdon.
Grafton, Langdon, Midway, Minto, and Park River, the 4 teams in this region. Pennant County North doesn't have a varsity team this year.
You're kidding? So there's only 4?
And we are back here in Park River. And Isaac Porter set to face Braden Wolfgram, Will Welke, and John Hughes. Sean Ford with you here at the Legion Field in Park River. Not the same as the one up in Langdon. A couple of scores for you from Major League Baseball earlier today. The Red Sox home opener spoiled by the Baltimore Orioles, who beat the Sox today 7-1. 5 runs for the White Sox in the first inning in Cleveland. They lead the Guardians 5-0 after a half inning. Brewers and Reds getting ready to get started. Pirates and Detroit earlier today, pitching there for a strike. Tigers beat the Pirates 5-3 in Pittsburgh. Count 0-1 to Braden Wolfgram. Temperature now 62 here in Park River. The pitch missed away, and the count now 1-1. Wolfgram will be followed by Will Welke and John Hughes, 3, 4, and 5 for Thompson. Here in the top of the 6th. Pitch swung on, and that's a third base hit today for Braden Wolfgram. The line shot into center, and he is on to lead off inning number 6. The Aggies in the field, Drew Zickman in left, Connor Hurd in center, Jake Solsing is in right, Trace Anderson at third, Tucker Rumdahl at short, Aiden Ross at second, Cal Otto at first, Carter Trough-Grubin catching Isaac Porter. Will Welke, a 2-run double in the first, struck out in the third. He's 1 for 2. And the pitch, and that one swung on and hit high and deep to left, going back. Zickman, it's over his head, and it hits the base of the fence. Trotting into third base easily is Braden Wolfgram, and another double for Welke. And Thompson with something brewing here, second and third, nobody out in the top of the 6th inning, and they already lead 2-0. And that brings up John Hughes. Now, a courtesy runner. Jacob Stumpf coming in. This time he's going to run for Welke. I don't know if he ran the last time or not. I don't think he did. So John Hughes stands in. He has a pair of kings. He struck out in the first and in the fourth. Infield in for the Aggies to pitch on the way from Porter. A little high for a ball, 1-0. This late in the game, the Aggies can ill afford to give up any more. Porter at the belt, the pitch. Swung on, chopped towards short. Umdahl on the backhand, and nowhere to go. And safe at first on an infield hit is Muse, and everybody stays where they are. So the bases are loaded. Wolfgram bluffed down the line, got Tucker to look at him, then he went back to third, and by the time Tucker could make a throw, it was too late. So an infield hit loads the bases, and now a bounding ball into left field, and a base hit for Brody Gibson. 1 run in to score, and around comes Stumpf in to score. A 2-run single for Brody Gibson to double Thompson's lead. It is 4-0. Stopping at second base, John Muse. So 4 straight hits for Thompson, and they have 7 in the game now, and they lead 4-0. That brings up Isaac Beelan, who was already squaring the bunt. Porter checks second in the pitch on the outside corner for a strike, and the count 0-1. Beelan, looking back at the home plate umpire, said, "That was a strike." No balls and 1 strike to count. Beelan waits and again squares to bunt. Charging in from first is Cal Otto in the pitch. That one dropped right in front of the plate. Grabbed by Troftgruben, and he goes to third, and dropping the ball over there at third was Trace Anderson. So a fielder's choice, and everybody is safe. So runners and the bases are loaded once again. Still nobody out. Thompson with a 4-0 lead now on the Coutson O'Brien scoreboard. And that brings up Jordan Gustafson. Infield in for the Aggies. The pitch swung on, and a weak bounder, a swinging bunt. The throw home in time. Good play by Porter, getting off the mound to his right and making a good strong throw. So it's a fielder's choice. Everybody moves up 1, and the force out at home goes 1-2. So 1 man out for Braden Tice. Tice has a pair of kings. He struck out in the 2nd and in the 5th. Infield in for the Aggies, the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Thompson 4, Aggies nothing. Top half of the 6th inning. Braden Tice getting some instruction from Nate Solis in the third base coach's box. Calvin Otto squeezing way in at first. The pitch, curve ball, inside corner for a strike, and count now 1-1 to Tice. Tom Schumacher waiting on deck for Thompson. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch in the bunt. It's a squeeze, grabbed by Porter. His only plays to first, and they don't get him. They call that an infield hit and an RBI. He just beat the throw. It wasn't a bad throw. Just beating it out that time was Braden Tice. So an infield hit and an RBI to make it 5-0 Thompson. And that brings up Tom Schumacher, and again, the Aggies bring the infield in. And that pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Tom Schumacher is singled, walked, and been hit by a pitch. And that pitch high and tight. 2 balls and no strikes, and no place to put him. Aggies infield in all the way around. The pitch swung on, and that one is popped up. Shallow right, coming on, and the ball drops. The throw comes home, and it is not in time. It goes as a single, a bloop single for Schumacher and an RBI. And that makes it a 6-0 game for Thompson. That was just a case of Jake Solsing not finding the ball. And the bases remain loaded. Thompson is batted around here in the 6th inning, and Drew Overby coming up, and Brett Umdahl calling a timeout. So we have a timeout here. Not sure if we'll get a pitching change or not. Thompson with the lead of 5-0 on the Coutson O'Brien scoreboard back in 30 seconds on Expo and Expo FM. This timeout brought to you by Birchwood Chevrolet and Cavalier. Said it was 5-0 Thompson. It is 6-0 in favor of Thompson. And we still have the bases loaded with one man out. And we will get a new pitcher here for the Aggies. And we'll see who that new pitcher is. That new pitcher is number 7. That is Tucker Umdahl. So Umdahl on to pitch. Trace Anderson stays at third. Not sure who's going to go into play short. Don't see a shortstop yet. Thought Isaac Porter might play over at third. But I don't see a shortstop yet for the Aggies. But Tucker Umdahl has come on to pitch. So Isaac Porter giving up 6 earned runs. Porter coming out of the dugout, and I believe he will move to short. And that is the case. So Porter at the shortstop, and Tucker Umdahl will face Drew Overby, who was the 9th man to hit in this inning for Thompson. Overby reached on a fielder's choice, popped to second, and grounded to the pitcher. Umdahl's pitch, outside for a ball, 1-0. Infield in for the Aggies. Thompson has put 4 up here in the top of the 6th. They are up 6-0. The pitch swung on, and that one pushed into the right field gap. Solsing racing over. No, he cannot make the catch. The ball drops and a run scores. That's an error on the right fielder, and that makes it 7-0. So an error on the right fielder. He was there. No RBI. And an unearned run. So everybody moves up. And a pitch, a strike to Braden Wolfgram. And the pitch missed away for a ball to count now 1-1. So the first error of the game. And at the letters, the pitch from Umdahl, high and tight. 2 balls and 1 strike to Braden Wolfgram. Wolfgram has singled 3 times in the 1st, 3rd, and 6th. Umdahl's pitch, inside. Nope, that is a strike on the inside corner, 2-2. Umdahl ready, 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and that one is hit high down the right side and foul, drifting out of play. So the count to Wolfgram, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Overby at first, Schumacher at second, Tice at third. Still only 1 man out here in the Thompson 6th. Pitch, and that one swung on and lifted in the air to right field. Solsing coming over. He's got a long run, and he drops for a hit. And again, station to station for Thompson is on to score. Here comes Braden Tice. So a single and an RBI. Everybody moves up a notch. And that brings up Will Welke. Welke only has 2 doubles in the game. Calvinato in at first. The pitch swung on, bounded foul wide of third, into the hands of Nate Salas, who gets it back to Umdahl. No balls and 1 strike to Will Welke. Welke has 2 doubles sandwiched in between a strikeout. 2 for 3 in the day. Welke's driven in 2 runs. And the pitch. Got the outside corner. Good pitch by Umdahl. No balls and 2 strikes to a tough out in Will Welke. Umdahl ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one's ripped into left center. A base hit, and that's headed for the gap. Cutting it off quickly is Hurt. 1 run on to score. The throw comes in, Holding at first with a 2-run double is Welke. He's got 4 RBIs on the day. As going all the way around to third on the play was Braden Wolfgram. Overby scored along with Schumacher.
It's 10-0.
And it is now a 10-0 lead for Thompson. So what was a pretty close game has disintegrated rapidly here for the Aggies in the 6th. As John Muse stands in. Muse has struck out twice and single. Still only 1 out. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to John Muse. So now runners on the corners for Thompson. They have plated 8 here in the 6th inning. The pitch swung on, and that one lifted high and foul down the right field line down play. Count remains 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes now to Muse. Brody Gibson waiting on deck. Umdahl set. The pitch. Hit him. So that was an ouchie. So a potential out goes by the boards and the bases are loaded again for Thompson, and that brings up Isaac Veland.
No, Gibson.
Oh, that is Brody Gibson. All right, Muse was up. Gibson is up now. Pitch to Brody on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Gibson flew to left, popped to short, singled to drive in 2, and scored a run. Pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Umdahl peering in. Aggies infield is in again, and the pitch swung on, and that one's popped up. Wide at first, Otto over for a look, but it drifts over the mesh. On the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thompson now with 11 hits. Umdahl at the belt. Taking a long look, the 1-2 pitch. That one swung on and golf foul up and away to the right. That looked like my tee shot. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'll be working on that starting Thursday morning. 1-2 to Gibson. Umdahl comes set, pitch. Swung on, grounded to short. Grabbed over there by Porter. He goes to second to get the force there. And he is out on the transfer. A run scores. It goes as a fielder's choice and an RBI for Gibson. The force goes 1 to 4. Actually, no. The force goes 6 to 4. Over at second base, and the run comes in to score. And moving to third was Welke. Or the courtesy runner for Welke. Isaac Veland stands in now.
No, it's
2 men out.
Jeremy Tice is hitting for Beeland. Jeremy Tice, yeah.
So Jeremy Tice is on to hit for Veland now.
Yeah, correct.
Pitch swing and a foul tipped into the mitt, 0-1 the count. No balls and 1 strike. That pitch is a ball. The count now 1-1. Pitch swung on and lifted in the air. Jake Solsing is there to make the catch, and that retires the side. So the inning ends, but the damage is done. 9 runs, 8 hits, an error, and 2 left. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Thompson 11, the Aggies nothing on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. High school baseball from Park River on Expo Radio and Expo FM. That figures. Oh, wait. Braden's like, let's get this over with.
Yeah, you must be hungry, huh?
Gotta hit the concession stand, man. And already underway here in the bottom of the 6th. Tucker Rumdahl fouls one up to the right, 0-1 the count. And Wolfgren's pitch swung on, and that one lined into right for a base hit. Racing over to cut it off is Gustafson. And legging out a double is Tucker Rumdahl. So Rumdahl with a leg double, knowing that the right-handed throwing Gustafson had to come back across his body to get the throw to second. Tucker Rumdahl took advantage of that, and he's on at second with nobody out. And that brings up Trace Anderson, first extra base hit allowed by Wolfgram today. Anderson has struck out and grounded to third. The pitch, low, blocked nicely back there by Welke. 1-0 to Anderson. 11-0 Thompson here in the bottom of the 6th. So the Aggies need to play a couple here to keep the game going. Wolfgram's pitch got the outside corner to count down 1-1. Carter Troffgruben waiting on deck for Park River. That pitch missed away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Game was tight until the top of the 6th, and then the wheels came off for the Aggies. 9 runs for Thompson. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Completely fooled Anderson there to count 2-2. Thompson outfield fairly straight away, not overly deep. Braden Tice back at third. And now stepping off Wolfgram. Wolfgram calling Welke out to the mound. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. You can see some cloud cover out to the west. Maybe rolling in later on. We are expecting rain tomorrow. 2-2 the count to Trace Anderson. Wolfgram looks in. Comes set. Checks second base. And the pitch. Fastball swung on. Roll to third. Tice grabs it over there. Fires over to Odenbach for the out. The throw goes to third. And just getting back in. Tice thought he might have gotten him. That wasn't the case. It goes... five to 3 on the putout over there. And moving to third is Umdahl. So now, 1 man out, brings up Carter Troffgruben. Troffgruben flew to right and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Aggies trying to get a run on the board. The pitch swung on, and that one chopped foul wide of third. 0-1 the count to Carter Troffgruben. Troffgruben, the right-handed batter, checks the bat label and stands in. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball swung on, grounded to third. And again, it's Tice. The throw over in time. Umdahl holds at third, 2 men out. So after the double, 2 men out brings up Drew Zickman. Andrew singled and struck out. It's 1 for 2. Aggies have 4 hits in the game. Wolfgram looking in. Braden's pitch. Breaking ball. In there for a strike. The umpire looked like he had to think about it. Nothing won the count. He's like, it looked pretty good, was it? Yeah, it was a strike. Okay. No balls and 1 strike to Zickman. Pitch swing and a miss, and the count 0-2. Wolfgram 1 strike away from a 4-hit shutout. And a long look in here for the Thompson right-hander. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball and a little chopper up the first base line, but foul. Wolfgram over to pick it up. Zickman stays alive, no balls and 2 strikes. Welke hands Drew the bat. No balls and 2 strikes to the Aggie left fielder. Tucker Rumdahl gets his lead at third. And Wolfgram into the wind to pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, struck him out. That is the ball game. The Thompson Tommies come away with an 11-0 6-inning win here in Park River this afternoon. And Thompson continues to hit the ball well despite a really good early performance from Isaac Porter. But again, things coming apart for the Aggies in that 9-run 6th inning. So your final, Thompson winning it 11-0. On our Coots and O'Brien scoreboard, we'll be back with our post-game report brought to you by First United Bank and Insurance. The post-game in 1 minute on Expo and Expo FM.
Did you find anything? What's that?
Yeah, but Felicity didn't come, so.
You looking for the one, Brian? Is that good?
Yep. I just took me this off. The video was great today. It wasn't very good yesterday. It was so low, you know. What do you do?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I thought I'd get up here before you're getting
Getting
see
everything
what you got
done.
going on.
You bet.
Thank you.
You should be good. Yeah, I know, I like these when you can get them up high. I mean, even if it's through a screen, it's
Sure.
usually a little better than. I don't know, you're good. Okay, there you go. Okay, well, exit meeting.
So what, I know we didn't finish at 57.
Well, what was a close game?
How
Came
many did
apart
you
in the
finish
top
at?
of the 6th. Your
Well, let's
final
see.
line, Thompson 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 5 on base. The Aggies, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 4 on base. Braden Wolfgram goes all the way to get the
71
win. As he went 6 innings, allowed just 4 hits and no runs.
Yeah,
Walked
pretty
nobody
efficient.
and struck out 11 through 71 pitches, 55 for strikes. Isaac Porter took the loss. He went 5 1/3, gave up 10 runs, 8 earned on 9 hits. He walked 1, struck out 6, and hit a batter, threw a wild pitch. 83 pitches, 56 for
You're not
strikes.
getting any breathing room here, but.
Tucker Rumdahl came in, went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 runs, 1 earned on 2 hits, didn't walk or strike out anybody, hit a batter. 22 pitches, 16 for strikes. Game was played in an hour and 18 minutes, a very brisk pace to this one. But it's Thompson with a win, 11-0 over the Aggies. When we get back, our players of the game, brought to you by the Back in Motion Chiropractic Clinics of Grafton, Park River, and Cavalier, putting you back in motion. Our players of the game next on Expo FM.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll drop you off.
We'll see you
I
Friday.
heard it. We'll meet today. Or you need it between now and then.
You know, I'll use it Friday. I'll just drop it off if that's not too
Yeah,
bad.
no
You'll just go in that garage again?
Yeah.
Is that good?
I'll do that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you want me to lock that one, Andy?
I think so. This one was locked, that's the only reason I had it locked, just in case they don't know it's locked, so yeah, I would probably lock it.
Yeah.
Our players of the game, not hard for Thompson. Obviously, Braden Wolfgram. He went 4 for 4 at the plate today. He had 3 runs scored and an RBI, and he also went all the way to get a 4-hit shutout today. 6 innings, no walks, 11 strikeouts, and he gave up his 4 hits. So Braden Wolfgram, our player of the game for Thompson. For the Aggies, our player of the game, Tucker Rumdahl, 1 for 3, had the only extra base hit in the game. And Rumdahl solid. Isaac Porter as well gets a credit. We'll give it to both, actually, Isaac Porter and Tucker Rumdahl. I thought Porter pitched well for 5 innings until things didn't go his way in the top of that 6th inning. 9 runs for Thompson, and that broke the game open. Thompson wins it here 11-0. So it is Braden Wolfgram for Thompson and Tucker Rumdahl and Isaac Porter for the Aggies, our players of the game. Brought to you by the Back in Motion Chiropractic Clinics in Grafton, Park River, and Cavalier, putting you back in motion. Our next baseball broadcast will be from right here in Park River. The Aggies host the Grafton Squatters, the Highway 17 rivalry renewed. That'll be on Friday at 4:30. Our pregame at 4:20 right here on Expo Radio and Expo FM. So again, your final score here from Park River, Thompson 11 and the Aggies nothing on the Coots and O'Brien scoreboard. For the entire Expo Radio broadcasting crew, Sean Ford saying so long from Park River. We will talk to you from right back here Friday afternoon on Expo Radio and Expo FM. We return to our regularly scheduled programming in progress after we hear from Brian James. Have a great evening. Yeah, I had to rush that because I haven't gone to the bathroom in a while. Man, it's tough when you do this alone.
Yeah. Well, it's nice that you do all the Park River games now.
Well, I do Park River and Grafton whenever I can.
Nice, yeah.
There's really only one of us that does baseball during the summer.
Okay.
But like I said,
Yeah.
I will be right. I feel like Jimmy Dugan. Okay, what do we got? Not even 6 o'clock yet. Wow.
No lights on this field yet, huh? progress, you know?
What's that?
No lights on the field yet? Or,
That is a work in progress.
I mean, the turf is beautiful. Is that,
Yeah, it's only a couple years old.
yeah?
It hasn't quite reached craft field level of punishment yet.
Well,
Getting there. Yeah, they need some donors for the lights. I'm surprised they haven't gotten any.
yeah. You know, I mean, especially this time of year. I mean, that's obviously why they play the varsity game first, but
Yeah. Not that we're worried about light today. I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to be a big issue, but no, that's the primary reason. But as a general rule, the varsity games play first.
yeah.
As a general rule. Yeah, Park River's normally a pretty good hitting team, but they're taking their time coming around this spring. And of course, Braden pitched real well, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow. I feel like we probably have one of the best defenses in the state too.
Yeah.
This group. I mean, they were there last year too. Just they take hits away from kids. My son was the runner. He's the courtesy runner. He's a sophomore.
Oh, okay, okay.
So my job is to film the JV game where he gets to play.
Oh,
Field
okay.
All the way around or whatever. But
So they give you that assignment, do they?
yeah,
I got
they
you.
picked on us last year too, because they knew they knew I was going to be at every game. So
Well, hey, if you can be of help, right?
yeah. Well, that way, my parents are in Arizona, so then they can watch it, and there's plenty of other grandparents and parents that can't make it. They can
Oh
watch
yeah,
it.
I know. I hear from them all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's great. You can announce it too, because then they can actually, this isn't great, but if you can hear it too, then they can, really know what's going on.
Well, I've been trying to get my audio onto their video cast for a while now. For some reason, it hasn't worked. Still trying to figure that out.
Is this you too here? This camera? Or is this?
No, that's not me. That's Park River stuff.
Okay.
That's Aggie Vision, I think.
Okay.
And they plug. I'm with the radio, so they plug into my equipment here and try to get the audio, but for some reason it has not been working,
Okay.
and we're still trying to figure out why. We'll get it eventually.
Yep.
Takes a little time. Good. This is the most time-consuming part of my job, right here.
Putting it up and taking it down.
Yeah.
So how many games has Park River had this year? Do you know?
I really don't. I know we're covering. We're in double digits covering them this year. Last week we did 2.
Okay.
We did April 1st and April 2nd. And April 2nd. Oh,
It was horrible.
Oh.
That was our
Did you play?
first game of the season, and our face is north in Thompson.
Oh, that's right. Doesn't it? Yes, it
It's
does.
terrible. I
Yes,
bet
it
you're
does.
glad being up here at least that day.
It was brutal even up here. It was just
So big.
unbelievable. Our young lady statisticians were smart and brought a space heater.
Nice. Yeah.
And we were all trying to steal it from them. But
Did they play Friday? Do you know if they went to Shiloh?
yeah, they did.
Or
They
Saturday?
did. They
We didn't. We were down there Friday, and then weren't there Saturday. So.
I guess they beat North Star and lost to Lemoore.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, it's kind of nice to get these non-region ones to get everybody warmed up and before it really starts to count.
Well, this weekend was my birthday. I was not traveling anywhere to do baseball.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah. Retirement age, yay!
They have a beautiful field out there in Shiloh. Have you been out there at all?
I have not.
Oh, it's a gorgeous complex. It's completely turfed, and then just The way they did.
I've
the
seen it.
stands.
I mean, I've been by there, but
Yeah.
I've never been to it.
Yeah.
It's right there off the highway.
Yeah,
It's
right,
right there.
interstate, yeah.
I mean, on my on my way to Beulah, I've seen it.
Okay, yeah.
But you know, it's shot.
Yeah.
Nobody expect
Yeah.
they're gonna have
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I'll be right back here Friday. Grafton's coming in, so. And then Monday I'll be in Grafton. Langdon's coming in there.
Oh, okay. How they sitting this year?
They're Langdon.
Yeah, they're always right there,
They're
right?
Langdon. I mean, they just got athletes all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going up there to do a game. Midway Minto's going to be up there on the 18th, and I'm not going to be there long.
Yeah.
I mean, Midway Minto, I mean, they're up and coming.
Okay.
They've got some players, but they have no arms. They have no pitching. If they had pitching,
Sure.
they'd be a contender, but they just have no arms. They've got maybe one good pitcher.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. They were in Nelson County. They were in Tolna last week, and once Tolna started hitting the starting pitcher, it was all over.
Oh, yeah.
And Midway Minto got on the board first, and I think they got 3 runs in the first inning, something like that, and they wound up losing 13-3 because they just no arms,
Yeah.
no arms.
Yeah, they've done a lot of work to that field
Where?
and Tolna over the years.
Uh,
The last couple years, because I don't even think they played on it, did they?
Well, I don't know. It hasn't changed. It's been about it had been about 5 years since I'd been there. It really didn't seem to have changed too much.
Okay. So I don't well, I think maybe last year was the first year kids went and played Babe Ruth on it. So
Yeah. Well, they've still got a dirt infield over there,
yeah, they do. Yeah.
so it's okay. Right. Oh. I'm still flaming mad. My soccer team only managed a draw with Bayern Munich today. I'm still ticked off. Should've won that game easily today. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm off.
Alright. Well, thanks for broadcasting.
Oh, hey, you're welcome. Looking for. I don't know if you guys have drafting or not. I didn't see you on the schedule, but if you do, oh, if you have them, I will see you again.
Alright, sounds good.
Thank you very much.
Kenny.